Hello, everybody. Andrew Thompson here. Head over to the Andrew Thompson Interviews YouTube channel. Subscribe for more content. I am currently on the line with FITE TV COO Mike Weber. How you doing today, Mike?
Andrew, I am doing fantastic. It's a beautiful day in Chicago, and we're ramping up for StarCast that starts in just a few hours.
I'm glad to hear that, man. On August 31st, All Elite Wrestling will be presenting their sold-out all-out show, which will be streamed live on FITE TV and Bleacher Report Live. Mike, are you surprised by the quick growth and demand for All Elite Wrestling?
Well, they've done a lot of the right things. I mean, they've really been building, the key guys, Cody and the Young Bucks, as starting to build that fan base, probably as far back as 2 years ago. And they slowly start catching on and it's just rolling downhill in a positive way right now, snowballing. And I've been doing this stuff for almost 35 years. I've never seen so many people do back-to-back sellouts in less than 30 minutes. It's like all of a sudden, well, we haven't sold out Charleston, but the show's, 2 months away.
Right.
And you're worried about you haven't sold it out yet? Come on.
I can only imagine that the demand for the brand being All Elite Wrestling has brought in like a great deal of new FITE subscribers, right?
Yeah, with the All Out event this weekend, FITE is not airing in the United States. It is available on PlayStation, DirecTV, Dish, cable, BR Live here in the States, and FITE has exclusive rights to All Out through the rest of the world. And yes, our viewership from the rest of the world for this is unparalleled to almost anything else that we air. It's got such a great international following, and that's probably been one of the more impressive things that people don't really know about is how hot the AEW is outside the U.S. Now, a lot of that is, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho have had a very strong international following, and, well, obviously Canada because they're both Canadians, but, Kenny all the years in New Japan, and Jericho through his WWE exposure he got in Europe and Australia and so forth. So, yes, we are doing quite well in those sections of the world, but we're excited to see this show.
And along with AEW pay-per-views, you guys also carry New Japan events. I know Southern Showdown was FITE TV's first exclusive New Japan event. How do you feel about the upcoming Royal Quest show that will be taking place in London following the, I'm assuming, success of the last exclusive New Japan event on FITE?
Well, like AEW, a good way to gauge the interest in a show is what the ticket sales are. And that event's taking place in, I believe it's called the Copper Box Arena in London, and it's over 7,000 seats, and it's already sold out. And they gave us a stellar card for this event, so we're excited about that. That's also exclusively available on FITE, and English and Japanese. So we're hoping everybody around the world can see it, and hardcore Japanese wrestling fans are going to love this event. So yeah, we're very excited about that one. And then I don't know if you're going to ask me about it, but I'm going to tell you about it. We got a big wrestling weekend because we also have the GCW, 2 cups full.
Yeah, two cups stuff.
2 cups stacked. I think is what it is, or something like that. I had to look it up in a dictionary what the hell that means, and I'm not going to disclose it on this thing. You guys can look it up yourself. But we're in their show, and then on Sunday, Chicago's like the hot spot for wrestling this weekend. We also have Rise women's wrestling live from Chicago at, I believe it's 4:00 Eastern time on Sunday. So it's a heavy wrestling weekend, and as you probably know, FITE also has boxing and MMA programming, and bare knuckle fight. This is a guy we've all heard of named Ken Shamrock, has wrestling ties. He's doing something called Valor bare knuckle event in late September, which should be exciting. We have a Tyson Fury fight from Top Rank in September. And then staying in the wrestling world, AAA, Lucha Libre is debuting on FITE September 15th, live from New York City.
That's very exciting. As you mentioned, Kim Shamrock, he's going to be competing for Impact Wrestling very soon. And you guys recently announced that Impact Plus is now available through FITE TV. How did that collaboration come about?
Well, it's something, I'm actually a former employee of Impact/TNA Wrestling myself. So we have had a long relationship with them that actually predates the launch of FITE. Impact and Ring of Honor was the 2 first companies that we worked with for programming just to test the concept of streaming it live. And since we launched 3.5 years ago, and thanks to those guys taking a chance with us at the beginning to test our technology and ways to stream events, we've done over 2,500 live events on our platform. So when they say practice makes perfect, we're very pleased with the production values that we are able to deliver our fan base here on FITE.
I say, Mike, StarCast has obviously been a huge success. Two particular stage shows that I know a lot of people are excited about, and I see a lot of momentum behind are the Jon Moxley and CM Punk stage shows. Obviously, Jon Moxley will not be able to attend his stage show because of the staph infection, but still a lot of people are very excited about the CM Punk stage show. What has it been like for you to collaborate with Conrad Thompson to present such anticipated events that are outside of the ring?
Well, Conrad's just a freaking genius at coming up with what people want to see. He's just been a pleasure to work with. He's become a good friend, and he knows how to organize an event like this and get everybody marching to the same drummer of putting it together. I mean, I walked in here yesterday afternoon and everything was set up, ready to go. We could have done the show last night, which is so unusual in this TV business. And but we're all ready to go with it. Yeah, it's unfortunately Moxley came down with the staph infection, but we hope he gets better. We did put, I think it just got announced that there's going to be Memories of Turner broadcasting with Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone. Is going to be a replacement program, which should be pretty darn interesting. And personally, it's interesting because I worked with both those guys back in the early 90s when they worked together. So I can't wait to see it myself. And it should be a real good program there. And then hopefully you've seen the videos that StarCast put out of CM Punk talking about his upcoming appearance. And they're very cool and very entertaining as they should be. And they're going to be fun to watch. And I think that's also be a very highly anticipated viewing. And as Jim Ross said, it's going to be the biggest, most reviewed 1 hour program ever. It's people saying, so what did he mean by saying that? Trying to find clues what he's doing, because I think one of the successful reasons for him is that he keeps people guessing. They never know what he's going to do next. Is he going to go work at AEW? He's going to work for WWE. Maybe he'll go work Impact. Ring of Honor is always looking for new guys too. That's where you got to start. So I mean, you could go all day long, and it'll be a good thing to get some rumors started from, which is what wrestling's based off of.
Mike, once again, I do want to thank you for your time. To wrap it up here with one last question. FITE TV has carried several National Wrestling Alliance shows. As we all know, NWA will begin weekly television soon. Ring of Honor COO Joe Koff also stated during an interview with TSN that the next step for Ring of Honor could be weekly television. With multiple companies moving forward towards weekly television, or possibly moving towards weekly television, what positives do you see coming out of those situations in regards to FITE, with most of those promotions and or companies using FITE as a way to get their pay-per-views out there?
It's really the way wrestling works, and from strictly a business standpoint, is give people weekly programs to get up to date on storylines and the excitement while there, and then obviously stage a pay-per-view events once a month, once a quarter, whatever works for everybody, that people really want to get into and see the end of a storyline. And it's sort of, we've been doing it for 35 years, and it works, that motto. MLW is another one of those guys. They're doing a weekly program that does very well on our platform, and November 2nd, they have their first pay-per-view.
Yep.
The cool thing about FITE is that we're available at FITE.tv. We're available on the mobile app. We're available on Amazon Fire, Apple TV, Roku, just about anywhere you can find a download app. And just got to remember that FITE, the way we spell it, is FITE.